are celebrating 1 year of sobriety.
Yes.
That's huge.
Today.
Huge.
1 year today.
Huge. The show is about putting in the work. That's a different level of work.
It is.
And I know every day wasn't easy.
No, not at all. Not even a little shot, a little wine, a little this.
And you're in LA.
Nothing. It's like, no, I'm good. No, I'm straight. I'll take a Red Bull.
What kind of support system did you have? Because obviously there are many people who struggle with sobriety. They tell me that it's an ongoing thing. It doesn't just light switch off. What helped you?
What helped me was bringing myself down to reality and then realizing, like, okay, am I hurting or helping the people around me? And helping not like with, like money or things like that, but I didn't want to like continue to hurt the people around me or even, have my kids grow up seeing me doing this stuff, even though we think that kids don't see, they know everything.
They see and know everything.
It's like, how do you know this? I'm up here, like,
no.
Like, do you have cameras?
They don't miss anything.
They know everything.
Well, listen, there's a lot out there for your kids to see, but I want them to see this. Do we have our cake? We want to celebrate your 1 year sobriety.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is what.
Thank you so much.
Stars Blac Chyna celebrates 1 year of sobriety. Angela White is, quote, unstoppable. Congratulations are in order for Angela White, formerly known as Blac Chyna, as she celebrates a new milestone in her sobriety journey. She recently took to Instagram to share her journey and testimony. Quote, I made up my mind on September 14th, 2022, that I was done with the alcohol. This process is not easy, but I did it. I plan on continuing practicing sobriety. I want to thank everybody that has been supporting me with this part of my journey. Angela White is unstoppable, smart, beautiful, brave, a great mother, and a great friend. So many cute pictures on her Instagram, so many cute photos of her reuniting with her mom by, I guess, somewhat surprise on the Tamron Hall show. Angela White shared photos that shows her receiving flowers and a balloon from her mom, Tokyo Toni. The carousel of photos featured a celebratory cake saying, congratulations on your 1 year sobriety, Angela Renee White, and you know about these, and a sobriety chip. Chyna, who shares 10-year-old son King Cairo with ex Tyga and 6-year-old daughter Dream with ex Robert Kardashian, went on to give thanks to her support system as well as herself. Taking a page out of Snoop Dogg's book, she vowed to continue practicing sobriety and thanked everyone who had been a part of her journey. The mom of two added that she hopes her journey will inspire other people struggling with any addiction. She showed some photos of her daughter Dreamy, I guess out at some sort of restaurant getting a beverage into a cup. And it's also an ad for Nova Kids, which I guess is Fashion Nova's kids line. Quote, I'm hoping that when you see this will inspire you if you are struggling with any addiction. Just know that you can do it and you are worth it, her message read. God loves you. It's so many different apps and groups that can help you with this journey. Well, that's awesome, right? If you can't or you're not comfortable going to meetings in person, that there are apps, and I guess sometimes you can do it on Zoom or FaceTime or something like that, and you're not alone, which, I spent a couple of years working with people who were addicted to various things and also suffering with HIV infection and illness from AIDS. And I think a lot of what leads to addiction is trauma. A lot of what keeps people in addiction, besides the, sort of physical addiction, and especially alcohol, which is, in my opinion, the hardest to kick, is the whole sense of being isolated from your family, isolated from people you can trust, isolated from, if you lose a concept of a higher power, if it's God or Yahweh or, different faiths have different ideas of God. The Hindu religion, Vivek Ramaswamy. Like, there's different concepts of higher powers, but when people lose sight of that and touch with that, it's a kind of isolation that can lead to negative feelings, depression, and worse. And, you know, I do think the heart of addiction is people trying to self-medicate, you know, to cope with feelings that are not so pleasant, you know. And I was, you know, younger, and I just thought, oh, people are drinking or doing other things to party. But then you're like seeing your friends do these things all day, every day, even on vacation. And it's expensive, and you're like, hey, what's the deal? Well, it's not fun. It's not recreation. It's medicine, right? And people go through things. So I'm glad Angela White has come out the other side. Fans took to her comments section to congratulate the model on her major accomplishment. One user wrote, "Congratulations. 4 hearts. I'm extremely proud of you. Keep up the great work." They crossed their fingers for her. Another penned a sweet message saying, "Congratulations on your journey. I live a sober life. I used to drink and smoke trees back in the day, but after I had my son, I just stopped and never went back. It's been about 13 years now. LOL, sober life." White took notice of the outpouring of love and support and returned to the comment section to add, "Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate the love and support." It's, you know, certainly a surprise to see her physical transformation. I think her mom remarked on the fact that she removed some, you know, fillers and other things from her face and her body. White has had a hell of a year when it comes to self-healing and transformation. Earlier this year, she sought to change her life to be a better example for her kids. She decided to delete her OF in March, which reportedly brought in millions. The model revealed next that she underwent derriere and bosom reduction surgery. Quote, "I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can pass away, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff," she said at the time. White then dedicated her life to Christ, got baptized, and reverted back to her birth name. Last but not least, she removed her demonic tattoos, which included a goat-headed symbol known as Baphomet. Wow. I too have had a little church moment this past year. I feel like it's actually this past, what was it, Saturday? I feel like that's the first time I have been at a public prayer at all in years. Like years. And it's so unusual in Hollywood because there's a lot more of the Baphomet stuff actively going on with ceremony and all that when you stumble into the C stuff, it's like, oh, wow. Anyway, let's see. She quoted on her Instagram in this nice picture of her in a really beautiful dress with long gloves, quote, "For I am with you. No one will attack you to hurt you." Acts 18:10. And certainly we send our congratulations to Angela White and wish her much success on her sobriety journey. If you or someone you know is struggling with substance abuse, please contact the SAMHSA helpline, SAMHSA helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. Well, that's great. And it seems like she's, you know, kind of getting into her spirituality. I'll put it like that. But yeah, let me know what you think. She's been on quite a journey, I'll say. Wow. Heights and still more to be reached.